Hi there, this is Diana Cooper, your favorite Pampered Chef consultant, and I am here today to show you how to turn this little container of yogurt into a gallon of yogurt. More yogurt than most people could fathom what to do with. Except for us, we like overnight oats and we like all kinds of smoothies and shakes and things like that. And so for $3.69, I can get a whole gallon of whole milk yogurt. And I'm gonna show you the magic of how to do that. So the first tool that I need is the deluxe multi-cooker. I will also need a skinny scraper so that I can scoop my yogurt out eventually. So I need some yogurt. Plain is usually what I go for, but today I couldn't find a really small thing of plain yogurt. So today I bought vanilla. It won't make any difference. The culture's in there alive, and that's all that matters. And then you'll need a thermometer. I like our instant read thermometer, but whatever, candy thermometer, whatever you've got will work. So I'm gonna open this guy up and we're gonna put that in the holder. And I'm gonna go ahead and just pour the whole jug of milk in. You will find when you're done pouring a jug of milk in, kind of a funny way of blocking my face. When you pour your whole jug of milk in, it'll fill it right up to the max line. So it's perfect. So remember, it's a 6-quart insert. So it's a gallon and a half that technically, if you really needed to fill it all the way to the top, you could get to. But we want to fill it to the 2/3 line with this. And that's the max. Okay, put that aside. I'll probably make some sun tea for my son tomorrow with that. And then this is actually gonna sit and wait, because what I need to do first before I add the culture in is heat my milk up to 175 to 180 degrees. So to do that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set it to sear. And it doesn't matter how long you set it for. It should take 20-25 minutes, and you're just gonna keep stirring it. Hence, we've got our skinny scraper for that, so that you don't end up with scorching at the bottom. Every so often, you're just gonna check and see what the temperature is. When it gets to 180, I'll pop back in and show you what's next. All right, let's check our temperature. It's steaming, we've been stirring it. I turned on my instant read thermometer. We'll stick it in there, and it says 175. So 175 to 180 is what we're looking for. And all we have to do now is not add the yogurt. Don't get excited. We need to turn it off, and we need to let it sit until now it cools down to about 110 to 115. So what I'm actually gonna do, because I am always a little anxious to get things done faster, is I'm gonna get out my trivets and I'm gonna pull this insert out and let it sit on the trivets, because that way it cools more on the outside as well as from the top. And then once it drops down in temperature, yogurt time. All right, so my thermometer says 115 degrees. See, I cheated. I left my probe in here, and I just used a little clip to kind of hug it here on the side of the pot so that I could just monitor it all throughout this time, and then just kind of occasionally stir it. But it reached 115, so I'm gonna take the clip off. You don't really want to pinch the cord, just kind of hug it in place there. And then I'll put that over there and I'll wipe that up later. And now, for the real magic, we're gonna make the yogurt turn into yogurt. So I'm gonna take this. You can use any yogurt at all, because it'll have those live active cultures. Your finished big pot of yogurt, or whatever size pot, because you don't have to use a whole gallon, of course, will be just plain unflavored yogurt, basically, because the flavoring is something that you would add in later. So like I said, I stuck with a vanilla Yoplait here today because I just wanted the plain yogurt, basically. Okay, so here we go. Yogurt container all done. All I'm gonna do now is just kind of stir it around so you don't end up with like a clump of the original starter. You want all of those live culture bacteria to just go floating around, swimming willy-nilly every which way. There we go. Now all my hard work is done. That's really all the hard work is just stirring it every once in a while, whether you're heating it, cooling it, or getting that yogurt starter in. And then when I'm all done, I will set some of this yogurt aside in my refrigerator before my kids polish it off like they did last time. And then this will actually become the starter for my next batch of yogurt. So I'm gonna put that inner pot back in. I am going to get my lid of my deluxe multi-cooker on, and then I'm just gonna set it to yogurt. I like mine to go for a long time. Right now, you know what? I think I'm gonna set it for 18 actually. Oops. Oh, I guess 16 is as long as it goes. So I'm gonna leave it for 16 then. The great thing is that if it sits in here a little bit longer, it'll be just fine. It'll just continue culturing. It tends to be a little bit more tangy the longer it sits. And that's all there is for it. I just went ahead and started it. Tomorrow morning, yogurt will be ready, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. So, all right, good morning. So it says end, my yogurt is done. We'll open up the lid here and see what's inside. There you go. I'll take the insert out so I can kind of get it closer to the phone. There we go, without having to jiggle the phone all over the place. So you can see it's fairly thick. Now you will find that there is plenty of whey in here. So if this is too thin, you can always strain it through our fine mesh strainer. Or if you've got the blender, you can use that bag to kind of strain some of the extra liquid out and turn it into something that's more like Greek yogurt, or you can use it as sour cream then, or you can keep straining it and make it something that's spreadable like a labna. But we use it just straight out of the multi-cooker, and this is how we do it. I'm a bit of a hoarder. I always reuse things if I can. So these are those KFC bowls. So we put a scoop of, about 2/3 of a cup of rolled oats into one of these bowls. It's enough to give a fairly good sized serving. And then we go ahead and, where did I put my spoon? Uh-oh. I set it down in a safe place. Oh, I put it on the other counter. All right, so then I just take a ladle full of this yogurt. See, nice and thick. And scoop it right on top. And then I add a little bit of brown sugar because plain yogurt, plain rolled oats, you gotta have a little sugar in there. Mix it up so that way all the oats are kind of being wet by that, that good yogurt. And also you have a little bit of sugar getting mixed around. And then to finish things off, my kids like this part because every week it's a little different depending on what I get from the store. I use a little frozen fruit. Frozen is great because you know what? It's overnight oats, so it's gonna sit in the refrigerator and it's gonna thaw the fruit. It'll soften the rolled oats. And come tomorrow, somebody's gonna be really happy. They're gonna go in there, grab this and eat it all up and be super full. And it cost me almost nothing to make a gallon of yogurt that I'm gonna make a big stack of these bowls with. So, oops, I forgot to tell it that it doesn't have to beep at me anymore. So I hope not only do you see how easy it is to make yogurt, but also I hope this fun idea for using your yogurt will help you. If you have any questions or if you have a comment about anything, go ahead and let me know down below and I will let you know to the best of my abilities what the answer is. So see you around.